So now that we have our winter landscape and it's all dry, we need to add some animals to it, just a few, that would live in this kind of habitat. Now as a class, we already talked about the animals that could live in this kind of habitat. They're animals that they hang around during the winter. They don't leave. And when we make them, they will be just like our trees, where things that are close to us are bigger, things that are far away are small, and you also have to paint them so they make sense when they're by your tree. Like if this is a full-grown tree and I wanted a deer in the picture, would my deer be this big next to that tree? Probably not. That would be a giant deer. So think about size before you paint. And just like last time, your brush will be dry. You want to paint the shapes for your animal first. So if I do have a deer, I can paint the head, paint the neck, paint the body, which in most cases is going to be kind of an oval. And make sure you fill it in. We don't want any see-through animals in our picture. That would be kind of weird. And you need the tail, need an ear, and then legs. And the back legs kind of bend backwards and then come forward. And yes, he'll need a face. So first you have to wash your brush, dry it off on your paint shirt. And then I can add a little dot for the eye. Since his head is sideways, I'm only going to see one eye, not two. I can always add some little hooves onto the feet. Add whatever details work for your animal. Like it's got a white tail. Maybe this is a fawn. So I can add little spots to the fawn. And since they're walking in snow, if you want, you can use some gray paint and make little tracks in the snow to show where they were coming from. Let's say you wanted a bird. It would have to be pretty tiny, and for most birds you paint a D shape and give it a tail. I'm going to make a little cardinal. Its head sticks up, and we want to use just the tip of your brush for other details, like the little beak, which is orange, the black on his face, using just the tip and poking a little bit. And he's far enough away I probably wouldn't see his feet. And yes, you can add a little snow to your trees. You want to put a little bit on your branches. And I can have snow in the sky, just make little dots. And please do not pile up snow on your animals. Animals don't normally let lots and lots of snow pile up on top of them unless they're not alive anymore. So don't pile up a bunch of snow on your animals. And now my picture is finished. I got a few animals out in the woods, a few tracks, and I made sure that my animals that are far away are very tiny, just like my trees. And I added a little bit of snow falling down in front of the trees and some snow on the branches, little blue jay. So let's see what kind of animals you can paint in here. Try to make them look as real as you can, with real colors and real details.